Here is some instruction and inspiration on how to use your sketchbook for your ideas and inspiration in media arts. What is the goal for my sketchbook? My goal for your sketchbook is to plan out ideas and thoughts, collect inspiration, show your creative process when working on a project from start to finish, and to reflect on your work. Okay, Holtz, that sounds great, but what does that look like? Did you really think I would leave you guys without some visuals? Here's an example of my sketchbook pages from college for a logo design. A note-taking page is pretty important when you're receiving information about a company. Information about the logo, its uses, and its needs. Anything specific. Questions or instant ideas. I use this page at the start of an assignment. When an idea or a project is presented to you, this is where you would start to take your notes. Some projects you'll have more notes, some you'll have less, and you can doodle to add some ideas. I like using stars and arrows, as you can see. Research pages are really important as well. This is for you to gather more information about the company or organization that you are designing for. You can pick out things that stand out to you that you really like and provide you with inspiration. This is also a great way to include any competitors' logos or logos of similar companies to see if yours is on the same page. Sketches. You should sketch out all the ideas that you have. The more, the better. As you can see, I've added different notes and things that stood out for me when sketching and planning. I did say more is better, and you want to give yourself a ton of different options. You have to work your way through ideas. Sometimes sketching one idea can lead to more. You do have to continue your research throughout the project. You might start to think about colors or color schemes, and also about the target audience. In case you didn't know, a target audience is a particular group in which something, like a movie, an advertisement, a logo, etc., is aimed at. This can be a gender, it could also be an age group. It's who you're aiming to get the attention of. Anything you do on the computer, I'm going to encourage you to print out, whether you like it or not. Including this in your sketchbook will benefit you during your critiques. You could write down information that you receive from your classmates, and you could use this to work out your ideas a bit further by adding color. As I've said, your sketchbook should be used to test out ideas, keep track of inspiration, and reflect on your own work over time. Of course, you can add inspiration as you see it. Maybe you go somewhere and there's a great business card at the restaurant. Take it, glue it in your sketchbook. There's nothing wrong with keeping these things there. You can even start a collection towards the back of your sketchbook because you never know when you'll need that inspiration for a current project. Here are some additional projects that I did in 2007. This one here is called AU Connect. It's an alumni online community. So my target audience was the Adelphi University alumni, aiming for the younger alumni group looking for jobs and connecting. So age ranging 22 to 30, let's say. Of course, it's AU Connect, so we wanted this to have a digital vibe. It was going to appear online as well as in print on brochures, t-shirts, and any promotional materials. They wanted it to appeal to a younger crowd and keep it trendy. They also wanted to keep it distant from the sports at Adelphi. Here you can see some of my sketches and some of my ideas. I remember working through this project as I found it pretty interesting because it was digital. I took an idea of using an arrow and I tried to represent that in a few different ways. Here are my final results that I decided to present to my class. The notes underneath were comments that were made by my peers, so I can make changes before submitting these to the competition. Here's another logo project that I worked on. This was for Precision Lock and Safe, a company that's located in Floral Park. This company came to us asking for a logo that could be used on letterhead, envelopes, and advertising. They wanted something that could be used in black and white as well as in color. I remember, and I could tell from my notes, that the owner of the company really liked the color blue, so I jot that one down. You can see some of my sketches and the variety of different font choices that I included. I've printed out all of my examples as well as a smaller design that would be used on a business card. You always want to take your design and test it out at all different sizes, especially if it's going to be used on shirts and different promotional materials. I hope that when you receive your projects or working on a current one, you could test out some of these methods.